let's talk about our secret rares for Infinite Forbidden. Make sure you guys smash the link crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. So we're going to be starting off over here with Mr. Smith Engraver being a secret rare, and this is probably going to be your most expensive card in this set because you need 3 of this thing. This is the entire engine. 1 of this is literally full combo. Like, you're just off to the races. Everything that you want to achieve is possible because of this card. And I mean, it's an engine that's so splashable across the board. If you think you're like, oh, I'm going to get a set of these for 150, that's not going to happen realistically. Especially, you know, prices could potentially drop after the NAWCQ, but realistically, I don't foresee this happening. Like, this card is nuts, and to the people that are underestimating the value present for this, you're going to have a very, very, very rude awakening coming for you here. Now, being Smith Requiem, I'm not surprised about this, but the thing with this being a secret rare is it's a one-of. I don't feel that this is particularly bad at all, making, you know, the Lone Fire Blossom, the thing that kind of allows the whole archetype to essentially kind of function as, you know, the benchmark for every light fiend monster to kind of help you out along the way. I think this is fine. Once again, it's a one-of. I don't think that this is going to break the bank at all out here. There are some people that are going to look at this and they're going to go, oh, I can't believe this. This card is so no. It's your engraver that's going to be the danger zone. And then to top things off, I mean, you may as well get a QCR of Requiem, right? Like, at least it'll look good in the graveyard. And it's a one-of. So, even so, like, the QCR shouldn't cost you a literal arm and a leg. So, that I think that's a little bit of a win, at least in that department. And then, the real pain and the suffering follows up here with Smith Tractus. That's right. That is 3 secret rares dedicated to Smith. Hear that, everybody? Wait, what's that? People are upset now? Well, you know, it is what it is, I feel like, at this point. I mean, this is the thing that lets you add a fiend monster from your deck to your hand, and then there's also basically is the full combo. Realistically here, you're heading on into the sneak peek, you know, weekend here. Let's call this what this is at this point. You already know that this is going to be some dumb expensive value, and you're going to be particularly upset about needing Smith cards, or you just choose to quit the game right now. Realistically, I don't think you need Smith cards to play the game, but if you're playing against a Smith package, you are going to be massively behind. Alright? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That package, you should have bought it from Kongs when they had them up on pre-order, because, yeah, discount code MCO40 over on Kongs, saving your purchase, by the way. Mulchi Peria, aka Sea Life, out here. This is our hand trap out here. That's the Maxi replacement for the TCG, because we don't have Maxi. It's going to get you that free draw power every single time something of value is drawn out here. And you know what that means? That means that with all of that draw power that you get, yeah, you have to shelf some back. A lot of people are calling for this card to be $20 in the TCG. I don't know what they are, you know, thinking, but come here. It's not going to happen. Alright? If you think that Perulia is going to be a $20 card, the people with the extremely heavy bags are going to buy it up to $40. I guarantee it. Alright? Like, I don't know what people are thinking with that, but the secondary market will refuse to let Perulia be a cheap card. It is not going to happen. The Millennium Orc, aka your sneak preview card, is a secret. I mean, okay, so what? This is, if you're going to play the splash package of the deck, you need, what, like 1 Onk? So, I mean, you can play with your nice ultra rare from Sneak Peek. If you are wanting to have, you know, a secret rare or a QCR, well, you're going to be spending a little bit more money. If you're trying to play the Exodia deck itself, well, you're going to need a nice couple of copies of these. Realistically, I don't think this card's going to cost too much. Like, that's my big, like, centered takeaway from all of this is your value on the Onk should not be anything crazy at all. If you think that the Onk is going to be crazy, well, I don't think so. Probably, I really want to say like 10 to 20 realistically. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see. Like, it's just, the expectations are all over the place for the time being. Hey, the silhouette hair over here. So, this thing being entirely generic, giving you access to set any of the monsters that act as the, trap monsters from the deck. I like this card a lot. Seeing it as a potential secret rare slot, it was actually kind of nice. But realistically, I mean, how much is a generic Link 2 that's like a one-of gonna cost people? $20? $30? I would probably say about the $20 range to be very, 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 very interesting. It's what we're expecting. I don't know. Solo Had a Hair, I think, is an extremely good card, but considering all things just kind of across the board right now, yeah, I don't know. I think expectations are going to surpass what we're expecting. Maybe it'll be 30, but who really knows? Dominus Purge! Oh, yes! Ash Blossom 2.0 on an actual trap card that unfortunately locks you out of dark, water, and fire effects for the rest of the duel if you activate it from the hand or whatever. I think that this card is good. I think a lot of people are going to kind of look at this card, they're going to toss it aside, and I think it's going to have an extremely cheap price tag for a lot of its life. I mean, most of the only decks right now that could really play this are, like, roguish choices. Because, I mean, you get what, like, Earth, Wind, and Light are the only other attributes that you can access to be able to use those effects. I mean, you can activate dark effects and everything up until the point of you activating this card from the hand. But let's call it what it is at that point. After the resolution of that, you're not getting anything. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there, the current situation on that. Now let's talk about the Whitewoods or the White Forest cards. So starting off with Arraya being a secret rare. They took the pieces, the most important parts of the Whitewood deck, and they said, hey, we know you guys need 3 of these. We know all of you runic enjoyers out there are going to want to mess around with this strategy. And the reality of the situation right now is, I think these names are going to be very expensive. You've got a lot of potential issues with this. I mean, once again, Arraya hitting that secret rare slot. I mean, this is the one that lets you special summon. Yeah, you send one, special summon a light spellcaster tuner from your deck. Or, so forth. So, yeah, right off the bat, your first interaction point is being a secret. Wow. I certainly do love this game, don't you? Sorry to everybody that thought Whitewoods were going to be budget. And then Reset of the Whitewoods getting a secret. So remember, this is the one that lets you send a spell and trap card, special summon this card from the hand, and you get to add a Whitewoods monster from your deck to your hand. So technically, this could recruit for the other one. And the light spellcaster tuner or tuners special summons from your field, and your opponent to your opponent's field while this card is in your graveyard, and add this to your hand. Honestly, I think Reset, I think you can play a little bit less up. I know some builds are like a 3-3 split. I mean, yeah, this is a universal rota across the board for, getting what you want out of this, but I really don't know what to tell you about the Whitewood pre-sale prices, what we're expecting for this, especially as we're kind of heading on into the weekend here. Realistically, I think a lot of people are going to be upset with the Whitewood choices for those long haul prices, so I guess just try your best. And then, of course, the generic 8 had to also follow up. I mean, Diabel the Fiendess, on Synchro Summon, using a Tuner Synchro monster, you can add a spell and trap card from your back to your hand. Your opponent activates a card or effect, you can send a spell and trap card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Special summon a level 7 or lower Tuner Synchro monster from your extra deck, graveyard, or banishment. Okay, so this lets you pop out the Book of Moon, which is actually pretty cool. My major takeaway from this is, this is a one-of. This one should not cost a lot. This might actually be the weakest secret rare in the set, realistically. Just kind of looking at this powerhouse bangers, but wow. A lot to unfold here, but a lot of value displacement. But we'll wait and see how things go. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.